the second episode of the PC podcast. And you know what else? Happy Monday, which is when this podcast has always gone up. It will continue to be when this podcast goes up until the end of time. I'm Sawa, you gay little genderless freak that was mostly raised by the internet and also a little bit raised by this one here.
Yeah, there we go.
Hi.
I'm Ma'ati. I am Asawa's mom. I'm the P in PC, the Parent-Child Podcast.
Let's go.
Yes, that's us.
Let's go.
Each week we bring to you news and information from our perspectives because of our age, our generational differences, just our differences as people, really. We see things with a different lens. So there's a lot going on in the media. And each week we bring to you the only one item that we find noteworthy. We're not a political podcast, so we're not going to be analyzing the things that are going on in the presidential debates and whether or not, none of that, but just things that we thought were impactful from our perspective during the week. So first we start out with just How are you?
I just want to say it. That intro was awesome. We killed that.
Okay, great.
That was great. That was great.
This is only our second time doing this. But we do, for the first 20 minutes or so, talk about our week, how our week was. And then each of us spends an additional 20 minutes talking about the news item or information that was impactful from our perspective.
One story from each world. Two worlds of news collide. That's what I put in the bio on every social media.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And thank you to first thank you to Asawa for getting all of our accounts set up and posting everything for us. And thank you to our family and friends who've started listening.
Nice, spat at me.
Oh, so sorry. Family and friends who've started listening and providing us feedback. We're only going to get better. We're going to be sharing this with more and more folks as time goes on.
I have to post clips. I've been meaning to post clips because we got great clips. Get them on TikTok, get them on the Reels.
Okay. I don't know what any of that means, but I think that's part of our marketing plan.
That's how people hear about podcasts. You got to have the funny little clips with the big words.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm going to start.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you first so I can start to eat my burrito.
Oh, yes. Ooh, burrito. Do we get to tell why you
backstory of the burrito?
The backstory of the burrito?
It starts 2 years ago. 2 years ago backstory for this burrito right now. 2 years ago, I dropped out of college because I didn't like it. It's not fun. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then this one, silly her. She wants me to go back. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So I'm in the middle of doing, I'm shaking the table. I'm in the middle of doing applications against my will. So I had to do, but they're all for art schools. So I've gotten to, I think 2 of my applications are fully done or somewhere. I don't know. I don't like talking about this stuff. It's so, but because they're art schools, I have to do portfolios. And one school wanted me to do three specific pieces for the school in particular that I didn't want to do at all because they're boring. They had it was 2 still lives and then self-portrait, which I hate still lives so much. Part of the reason I didn't like art school because it's boring and I hate it. And then so I said a self-portrait. Yeah, and then I did I really wanted to be done with it so I could get back to my life. So I came to mommy this morning. I was like, if I finished one of the still lives already. I said, if I finish the other 2 drawings by the end of the day, can we please get this burrito? Because it's my favorite burrito in the whole world. Check it out. So,
yeah.
Support your local businesses. This is just like a little ma and pa shop down the road.
Yeah.
So, but how was your week this week? So I can start eating my burrito.
Oh, okay, sure.
So lots of gross mouth noises incoming. You're welcome.
And I'm really impressed. I know you're doing these college applications and going to college against your will. But I'm grateful that you're still doing it. And I think one day you may thank me for it, maybe, perhaps. But I know you needed that extra push today and the incentive to be able to finish working on the pieces for that particular school. So I'm really glad that you were able to finish that today. Today is December 1st. So we have a little bit of time.
Wake up. It's the first of the month.
You're not allowed to talk. You're still eating. And so really glad you were able to do that. Okay. My week this week, it was a good week. It was a pretty decent week. I think, this Tuesday was Giving Tuesday. You know about Giving Tuesday?
Sounds Christian.
No, it's not Christian. It's so after Black Friday, which was last Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, then you have on Monday, oh gosh, what do you have on Monday? For sales online. Cyber Monday, thank you. Cyber Monday, and then Tuesday is Giving Tuesday.
You give away all the stuff you bought.
No, you don't give away all the stuff you bought. All of the charitable organizations, nonprofits, advocacy groups, really make a big push for donations.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Yes, different worlds, different perspectives.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you more time with your burrito.
I am signed up for a text message from the ACLU, the PCRF, a bunch of gay charities and stuff because I've donated like 3 times or stuff. I love donating to charity. Yeah. I'm not saying that to be performative. I genuinely, even though I don't have any money, I donate so much money to charity.
Yeah.
I'm not being performative about that. You can check my stats, whatever. It's all in the taxes. It's all in the forms. You know.
It's interesting that there is a lot of data that shows that people with lower income donate a higher percentage towards charitable contributions at a higher proportion than people of higher incomes. So you
because the higher income people are demons. They don't have sympathy.
No, not saying that. I'm saying that likely people from lower income backgrounds can sympathize more and recognize how much
You're
of a
saying
difference.
what I'm saying without calling them demons.
No, we're not calling anyone demons. And
I'm sorry.
And who knows? You could be one day. You could be super rich. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
We're not gonna get into this.
Yeah.
Let's get back to your week.
Yeah, it's not.
But what I'm saying is just like it was weird to me that you say that. I radio silence from all the charities I received text messages from.
Okay, so
they send me mail. You know they send me so much mail.
They send you so much paper mail. So yeah, Tuesday was Giving Tuesday, which I think is a great concept. I did not make any contributions on Giving Tuesday. I guess I typically wait closer to the end of the year, but it's really the end of the year now.
It's December 1st.
Yeah, it's December 1st. And I do sit on a board and I make a contribution each year. Yeah, it's all towards like during Kwanzaa. You know what? It's like that last week. You know, Kwanzaa starts. That's my favorite holiday. If you didn't know, now you know.
We're definitely going to get into Kwanzaa.
Yes, we'll get into Kwanzaa in weeks to come.
Mm-hmm.
But during Kwanzaa starts on December 26th. So during that week, I typically take Kwanzaa off from work, and so I just have more time to consider things and to be able to make those contributions. So telling you about my week, Giving Tuesday was cool. I think it's a cool concept. That's why I wanted to mention Giving Tuesday. I'm wrapping up the end of the semester.
How's that?
It's a lot of administrative stuff, you know. The final, this class doesn't have any exams, so it's final projects and doing all of the attendance things and all of those things.
Boring.
Yes, administrative tasks are not exciting. So doing a lot of that. And this week, I had a student who was really panicking. They are applying to graduate school. and they needed me to do letters of recommendation for the different schools that they're applying to.
What? What do you mean letters? Multiple? You have to write a different one for each school?
No. Thankfully not.
So they don't, do the schools compare notes?
No. That's not how it works at all. But, schools are... Okay. You okay?
All good.
Okay. Schools are increasingly creating their own portals and different ways of having professors upload the letter of recommendation. So there are different instructions for each of the different schools.
More rigmarole.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just make it easy?
I know. The process...
All of it's crazy.
Yeah. I do see definitely some systemic and some structural barriers built into the way that we have people complete the undergrad and graduate application process. It's definitely set up with a lot of barriers so that...
And complications.
Unnecessary complications, in order, I think, sometimes to discourage people from doing the process.
Or like to figure out how to get scholarships.
Yeah, no. The system is by design created to have people who are already knowledgeable about the process, who have access to resources. Like, people pay. They have all kinds of services that can help
for scholarships?
For scholarships, for creating timelines for you and project managing your application process and checking in on you, writing your application, your personal statement for you, or they give you some information and then as the writer, you compile it in a very positive way. And actually, I know people who've done that for business school, and you can, as a consultant for that service, you could make a pretty penny, like $10,000 per application.
Whoa!
For business school, because
that is a pretty penny.
That is a pretty penny. Yeah, there's a member of your family who's done that work before.
Who? Well, don't say their name for
ambiguous.
Yeah. You know the word.
Yes. For confidentiality.
Oh,
that's not the word.
That is one of the words.
Yeah.
They all mean the same thing.
Yeah, there are lots of words. Yeah.
Describe their place.
Yeah, my aunt, your aunt. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See how? Okay. What's his face with his thing?
Okay. Yeah. Great.
What's his face? Remember?
Yeah, I remember what's his face. Okay, so that's how my week was. My week was good, filled with administrative stuff, thinking about Giving Tuesday, and wrapping up the semester.
Nothing crazy happened? You didn't fall down the stairs or anything?
Nothing crazy happened. I did not fall down any stairs. Did experience a lot of cold. It was super cold.
Oh my god.
And I don't know.
It was snowing.
Yes. And I had to go really up. I had to go far up. I had to go to Harlem twice this week.
You live in Harlem, Mom.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. But so it was all good. Good week. How about you? How was your week?
I'm not talking about my week.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about?
I'm using my time to talk about something else.
Okay.
You don't know this, and some of our listeners, viewers, however you're experiencing this podcast, may not know this, but 2 days ago was a national holiday. Usually it's today that's the holiday, but it was 2 days ago for some reason this year. I don't know how they run things over at Spotify HQ, but that's a little spoiler for what we're talking about. Spotify Wrapped is here, and I saved it. I didn't look at it until today, so you could be a part of the party. This isn't in the middle.
Great.
So, I'm going to pull out my Spotify Wrapped right now. You're not going to hear about my week. You're not going to hear about it. I know you're so interested. You're not going to hear about it. Yeah.
So for those who don't know, what is Spotify Wrapped?
Thank you. That's a great question. Spotify Wrapped is it's a brilliant corporate decision to make you talk about our app nonstop for a day. Spotify compiles all their data that they've been collecting on you to run you better ads, to sell your information to data brokers. I'm going to stop being so critical about it. Spotify Wrapped it takes the information for the rest of the year, the artists you were listening to the most, the songs you were listening to the most, the genres you were listening to most, and they compile in a fun little list, and you get to see, like, oh man, I was really depressed this year. I did not stop listening to Mitski. That was me last year. Mm-hmm. My top song last year is one of my favorite Mitski songs about, what's the song called? Goodbye, My Danish Sweetheart. Mitski fans, make some noise. Make some noise in the comments. Make some noise in the comments. Goodbye, My Danish Sweetheart. Anyway, I'm going to jump into the Spotify rap. Let's go. Do you have any predictions on for who my top artist might be? You just flipped through mine.
Yeah.
But wipe it from your mind. Who do you think?
Well, a group that I had never heard of and I would never know about. I can't even imagine that this was a real name of a group that I would say would be part of your list. Would be Queef Jerky.
Queef Jerky in the house! Queef!
Yeah, them. That would definitely be on the list. Yeah, that's all I can think of.
I'm 100% sure they're gonna be my top artists. They were my top artist. Spotify, you can look on Spotify to see your top artists month by month, and they were my top artists from March to August.
Okay.
Every month. But I'm excited to see who else is on here.
Okay, let's see.
Let's jump on in. Should I take screenshots so I can put it in the podcast, or should I announce everything?
Just announce everything.
Okay. No, I want to watch it. It's 2023 Wrapped.
How many minutes is the experience?
"2023 was a feast for your ears. You listened to 36 genres. That's more than usual. How did your taste stack up?" I like these songs. Oh, I should turn it down for no copyright. Some of these songs definitely gonna be copyrighted.
Yeah, yep. No copyrights.
Come on, show me the sandwich. Oh my god! This is so great for the first year of Spotify Wrapped. My top genre isn't pop.
What's your top genre?
POV indie.
What the heck is that?
Why can't they just say indie music or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're POV point of view?
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's a thing they do on TikTok. They say POV and then it's...
Okay, great.
Indie is my top one, and then it's pop, but whatever. Rap is number 3, which is interesting to me.
Wait, rap is a genre?
Rap is in rap music.
Yes. Okay. I thought it was hip-hop. I didn't know they call it rap. In 2023. No idea.
Okay, and then rock. I'm loving these so far. And then otacore, which from having it on here so many times, otacore is otaku core. What's an otaku, you may be asking? Yes. In Japanese, it's like a fanatic fan. Mm-hmm. So it's used to describe those who really are into like anime. Mm-hmm. And so like, I guess anime music.
Okay.
Whatever that means, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't even care about this at all. This year, your listening took you places. Facts. And one place listen. Huh? What? People, what? What? Madison, USA. People there are far more likely to be fans of Dev Lemon's Frost Children and Subi Club. Where's that? I've never heard of Madison in my life.
It's Madison, Wisconsin.
I don't want to be from Wisconsin. That's horrible.
Okay. But I think we have to get to the list pretty quickly because...
Yeah. It's going. Don't worry.
Your week time is running out.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. I played 1,153 songs in 2023. Can you even believe that?
Mm-hmm.
And there was one that really connected. It's going to be a Queef Jerky song. I know. I just know. My top song was Queef Stew by Queef Jerky, Andy King, Hive Mind Riley, Dignan. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Gabby Bell. I don't know how to pronounce that one. And Zach.
Oh, the one you didn't know is a Sauvignon. That's a kind of wine.
Cool. Mm-hmm. French. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I played it 91 times this year, starting on January 3rd, and it still sounds perfect. Damn straight. That's their best song. If you want to, what is this whole Queef Jerky thing about? Go listen to Queef Stew. That's their best song. It's got a bunch of people on it. It's 7 minutes long. That's how you don't start anywhere else. But you had room in your heart for more than one favorite. You romantic you. That's a corporation. It's all excluding 2 songs. It is entirely Queef Jerky. And one of the songs is made by half of Queef Jerky, whose shirt I'm wearing right now from the concert because I saw her live. Freaking Def Lemons, let's go!
Def Lemons!
Ah! It's all Queef Jerky. Okay. I knew that was gonna happen.
Okay.
I gotta see my top artists, and then I'll drop it. Okay, we'll drop it. We can move on. Okay. I just want to know who my top artists are. They got it all in a little playlist of my top 100 songs last year. This year.
is very good corporate marketing.
I know.
They're gonna get you to listen more. You can share the playlist.
I listened for 15,046 minutes. No, I got it. Mm-hmm. You don't need to help me. I took a screenshot. Mm-hmm. Just fine by myself. Mm-hmm. I peaked on September 16th for 299 minutes. What happened to September? Molly, pull up that calendar. What happened September 16th?
No, I was going to see how many hours is 299 minutes. So it's like 5 hours, right? Because 60 minutes.
Maybe it was like a road trip. Yeah. What would I be doing for 5 hours? Listening to music?
Drawing.
When I'm drawing, I usually get bored of music or it's distracting me too much, and then I put it on YouTube. I switch between the two. Did we do anything?
It's September 16th. Oh, yeah, we were in the car heading to Vegandale.
Ugh. Okay. No, not going to talk about Vegandale.
Yes.
I was in the top 24 of Spotify listeners worldwide.
Wow.
Okay, there it is. You listened to 918 artists this year, but one came out on top. Any guesses? Queef, mommy. That's what we were doing at the Def Lemon show.
Oh, really?
They did one Queef Jerky song at the end, and the whole audience erupted. Queef.
Nice.
Oh my god, it was Queef Jerky. I'm in the top 5% of fans. I spent 1,628 minutes with them.
Wow.
That's so many minutes.
That is so many minutes.
All right, get to the list.
The top artists. Let's go.
Come on.
Number one, Queef Jerky.
Peaked in July.
Wow.
Okay, next one. Number two, Def Lemons.
In June.
Peaked in June.
Def Lemons.
Number 3 was a person who they don't even have a picture. It's Hive Mind Riley. From being on Queef Stew, they made that. They don't have any. He doesn't have any music.
Wow.
But just from being on Queef Stew.
Right.
Number 4 was Doja Cat, Peak Listening.
Oh, Doja Cat. Okay, that's somebody that's not related to Queef.
Our first unqueef answer.
Wow.
Peaked in July. Adventure Time peaked in September.
Adventure Time.
Which makes sense. I think that's when Fiona and Cake came out. So that makes sense that we peaked there in September. That's an interesting top 5. Yeah. I think...
Nice.
That is so interesting. Wow.
And so they do this for every Spotify listener.
Yeah.
And then they send it to you.
Yeah.
And then
everyone posts it on their stories, and you get to know, you learn about the people you follow and keep company with. It's so fun. I love Spotify Rap Day. I just loved seeing the people and who they've been jamming to.
Yeah.
And I just learn more about the people near me.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it.
I think there's a lot you can learn from what music people listen to. I think that's a great...
What can you learn from my list? Adventure Time, Doja Cat, Hive Mind Riley, Def Lemons, and Queef Jerky.
That you are not part of the status quo. That you dance to the beat of a different drum. You're not into what is the most popular thing. You take your time to discover new music and new artists. That's what I get from that list. So I think it's pretty cool.
From that list, I get that I'm silly.
Silly. Okay. Yeah.
I need to make a playlist. I think my favorite genre of music right now is silly rap.
Silly rap.
When you're rapping, but you're having a fun time just saying garbage crap. Like beef jerky.
Got it.
So last week, I went first with my story. So guess what, Mom?
I get first.
You're going first with the story. Hit it.
Okay. So, for me this week, the thing that captured my attention was this recent research data analysis about what has happened since Roe versus Wade has been repealed. So, as you may recall, last summer in 2022.
That was last year that they were...
Yep. The Supreme...
That's not possible.
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy. Last...
You're making me doubt myself, so now I want to look up the date. Yeah, no.
I trust you.
Yeah, well, my brain, things happen.
Sure, Mom, fact check it. Get your facts straight.
So, Roe versus Wade was overturned on June 24th, 2022.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was last summer. So, what was interesting when I was listening to the news report about this was they were doing an analysis of the states where abortion was now banned. They took a look at data from January to June of this year to see if in the states where abortion is now banned, if there were more births.
So give me a list of those states.
Oh, gosh, that's a really great question. You ask great questions. We should talk.
That's a podcast.
I can look for the states for you. But it's not coming up automatically in this article. But I can definitely bring it back.
We lost our boy who looks stuff up for us this week.
We lost our fact checker this week. Sorry about that. He typically would be doing that for us right now. The thing is that in the 14 states where abortion is now illegal.
How many?
I think it's 14. As one might expect, there are now more births. People don't have access to abortion services, and so they are forced to carry these births to term, and so there are more births. When a state is particularly far from another access point. So if there is a bordering state where abortion is legal and it's only a few miles away, those states did not see as high of an increase in birth rates because people were able to drive 2 miles away into another state in order to have an abortion.
Right.
What was fascinating to me, because this is what the conservatives had hoped would happen. They want that if we make abortion illegal, that more people will be born.
Well, but at the time that Roe v. Wade was overturned, people were saying that this isn't going to lead to more births. It's going to lead to more unsafe abortions.
That is absolutely right. That is a possibility. What I think...
Those are the numbers I'm curious to see.
Yeah. And this is, it's only the first 6 months of this year. There are... Each individual person's story is extremely intimate, and these numbers are not indicative of each woman's story or each person who gave birth and who decided to give birth. We can't dig deeper into why they decided to give birth or the conditions under which these children will be born or how these families will be able to survive. What is particularly fascinating to me, which I think is an unintended consequence of this, is that there have now been more policies put into place in order to protect the rights of women to be able to have abortions. So in states like New York, so two things. Before medical abortion, which is the medication that one might take in order to have an abortion, right? So you can take a pill. It's a 2-pill regimen. Before, you were required to take the first pill. You had to be within a clinic. You had to be under the care of a provider, a clinical provider. Take the first pill while in their office, and then you could go home and then take the second pill and then complete the abortion process in the comfort of your own home. As a result of all of this banning, there has been a policy that has been passed so that now you can get medical abortion pills mailed to you directly in your home, and you do not have to be in the presence of a provider. So,
sorry.
Yeah.
Information.
Yeah, it's okay.
A lot of information.
This is why we're here together. And I get 20 minutes.
You're saying no, because after Roe v. Wade was overturned, now in states where abortions are still legal and accessible, instead of having to be, there's a piece of glitter right above your lip. Instead of having to be, instead of having to be at the clinic to take these 2-step pills, they can mail it to you.
Yes.
That's the information you provided.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Great. And
is there water in there? May I have some?
Sure.
Thank you.
Some people in some of the states where it is illegal, like in Texas, there are some people who are...
I'm sorry for saying yeehaw after you said Texas.
Texas. Don't mess with Texas. There are some people who are taking the risk and having those pills mailed to them in Texas. Now, so that's one thing.
What's the punishment? Like, if I find it...
Oh, gosh.
If I I don't know, if the cops intercept the package and they figure out, oh, this person... What, they send them to jail?
In each of the states, the punishment and the way that they're vilifying abortion, it differs. In some states, you can be you can be indicted or brought up on charges if you are the Uber driver that drives someone. Yeah, no, it is insane. It is insane. It is insane.
It's so much. I don't understand it. I don't understand how we got here. Like, the fact... I mean, old news because it was last year in June, apparently. Yeah. It felt like this year to me, but since it was last year, apparently, old news, I know. But it's insane that it was even overturned to me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think part of I keep thinking about how we could have been more strategic. I think the reason that the way that we got here is that our Supreme Court justices are far more conservative. The court as in general leans more conservative now than before. You know, Trump was able to put in a few justices while he was in office. I think we could have, by we I mean Democrats, we could have...
You consider yourself a Democrat?
I do consider myself a Democrat. We could have, instead of waiting for people to pass away, instead of waiting for Ruth Bader Ginsburg to die, and then...
You should not let these old freaking conservatives still do it.
Well, the thing is that to serve on the Supreme Court, you serve for life.
I know, and I'm saying that's bad.
Oh, okay. That we can debate.
Is that not where you were going? What are you trying to say?
I was trying to say that we should have talked to, like, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, let's say, and say, let's I think you should retire now and allow President Obama to replace you with a younger person who has similar
that is strategic.
Yeah, political leanings, than to wait. We don't know when people are going to die, but it turns out people
He died at a not very good time for us, man.
Exactly. And so now, Trump puts Kavanaugh into place and he puts other people into place, and now we have a really conservative leaning Supreme Court. So
it's so dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
And you know what? I'm brought back to 7th grade English.
Okay.
Because I think, hold on, sorry, I gotta pick my teeth.
7th grade English, not social studies, but English.
Yes. Got a dumb teacher, a really dumb teacher. We're not gonna say his name.
Okay.
But something he said, I think I was in 7th grade in 2016 when Trump was elected. And we were all like, Trump's the worst guy, And he was just like that. I always think about just how privileged and insane a take this was. That this isn't going to affect us in any shape or form.
That's what he said?
Yes. Trump's presidency isn't going to affect you in any way or form.
What?
Because he's a white man that has a straight white man that doesn't have any problems.
Yeah.
That is like, well, it's not going to affect me, but we continuously keep hearing about things, the policies he went back on and things he pulled out of, and like, he actually did ruin things for a lot of people.
Yes.
So that's such a dumb take to have.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why I think it's so important for people to vote, because when you're voting, you're not just voting, you shouldn't be thinking about, I'm voting for this person. You should be thinking, I'm voting for this party, this group of people who are going to be enacting different policies, and these policies are going to be far-reaching, generations to come. Lasting impacts, absolutely. And it's not just about, is it Biden or Trump? We said we wouldn't get into that, but it's really about what kind of policies are these folks going to be enacting? How do I vote for the right state senators and Congress people who best represent my ideals and who will be enacting policies for generations to come? Okay, so we said now medical abortion, more access to getting the pills in the mail for everyone. So that is an unintended consequence. The other thing is that in states where abortions are legal, like in New York State, there are policies that have been passed that will allow like a New York State practitioner to be able to do like a telehealth visit with someone in another state and be able to mail them the pills under their license, right? So this isn't, I'm taking the chance of maybe going to jail because I found a way to get these pills. No, it is a physician, for instance, in New York State who I see on via telehealth. Right. They write me a prescription and they send it and I get the medication and I do this legally. And now the policy says because the practitioner is in a state where abortion is legal, there's nothing there's no criminal recourse that practitioner will undergo. So it's legal for them to do that. So in states where people have access, they are finding ways to be able to give access to other places.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. Total unintended consequence. The folks who repealed Roe v. Wade could not have ever anticipated that we would be finding these different workarounds and trying.
Which is stupid of them, because obviously people aren't going to stop needing abortions.
Exactly.
And we're not going to give in to you.
Right. And so
the government always overestimates themselves.
Yeah. So in general, the rates of abortion across the country are at about the same rate as before. As before. Right. So
what was the point of all
right.
this?
So I thought that was very interesting. That's what grabbed my attention this week. Thank you. Thank you for going down this rabbit hole with me and my interest this week. So thank you, Sal.
Who are you texting?
Oh no, I've so many.
We're
things
in the
going.
middle of the podcast.
Yeah. Okay, so done.
My turn?
Your turn.
My story is transphobia.
Your what?
My story is transphobia.
Transphobia?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get the story straight. There is a TikTok influencer, we'll call them, and her content revolves around her eating food and trying food and just trying food and experiencing it, reviewing it and stuff. And I think she has just like a pretty sizable following, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not going to mention her name for the reasons I'll get into. It's just, yeah, she has 3... I can't do numbers. What does this number do?
316,000
followers.
That's a lot?
It's a pretty...
It's not even 500,000. I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's not even 500,000.
Yeah.
We have 7 subscribers right now.
Okay.
Let's calm down.
Okay.
It's not even 500,000. It's a pretty average following. If you're an influencer, that's a pretty good number to shoot for.
Okay.
So yeah, that's her content. It revolves around food, and she's trans.
Okay.
She's a trans woman.
Yeah.
And she posted a video of all these times that she was misgendered in restaurants.
Ooh.
And yeah,
I don't understand why. I've been noticing that more. And
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me. I missed details. Sorry. She posted that video, compilation of her being misgendered and how she responded to that. And people didn't like. This is the excuses to validate transphobia. People didn't like her attitude and the way she was talking to the workers. We're gonna watch the video in a second. After you say your point, I'm gonna show you the video. So the way she was talking to the workers and stuff like that. Her entire comment section, not only on that video, every video she's posted after, lots of videos from the past it's just everyone in the comments being like, "But you are a sir." Like it's just all sir and like in like the most what you call it, like no positive comments, not one. And I heard it's so crazy. I heard this story from a reel on Instagram where someone was talking about this objectively, which their TikTok was crazy to me. That person, because they were eating a whole watermelon in their car. Like they brought a whole watermelon into their car and they had a cutting board in their car. And they were just chopping up the watermelon while talking about this story. It's like, what is happening right now?
Sounds so bizarre.
Why are you cutting a watermelon in your car? That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked on a picture by accident. Even in that comment section of the video that I heard about it on, everyone was calling her sir in that comment section. She's not even seeing this. She's not going to even see this.
Wow. Yeah, it's very interesting to me. I don't know, and maybe I'm far more sensitive to it now because of you, and seeing what happens when people are trying to figure out how to address you and what they should say. But it's interesting that the wait staff will come over to a table and they will say things like, "You ladies okay over here?" There are so many neutral words that.
Pause. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Why is Daddy at the airport?
Oh, that's a whole. He's picking up a friend.
Oh, where the hell's he going? We're keeping that in. That was funny. Where's he going? Okay.
He's leaving this family.
He wouldn't tell us I'm at the airport because I'm leaving, y'all. Oh, that is funny. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, why the waitstaff has to address the table.
That's my feelings exactly. You don't have to say ma'am or sir.
Yeah.
I've thought, because I've been thinking about how I was going to present this story. I've been thinking about this a lot. There's no need to say ma'am or sir. Well, it's irrelevant. Because, like, and this bothers me too. If I'm out to dinner, I assume, like, let's say there's 4 people, right? I'm sitting here. There's a person to the right of me. There's someone across from me, and someone to the right of them, right? Mm-hmm. If someone's taking my order and they start with me, I assume next up is this person or that person. Right. And then we're going to go boop, 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 or boop, 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 or whatever. Something like that, right? Right. So I think you just give them eye contact and we follow that order. Yeah. And you don't have to say any genders. You don't have to do any of it. I think... I'm not done. You can go, I got your order. Next person, I'm giving you eye contact. We're giving each other eye contact. I will take your order. Mm-hmm. This is barely related. I hate when someone breaks that order. Like, I just went in person over there is talking. No!
Is that your turn?
Shut the hell up!
That's hilarious. I think where people are struggling is that sir and ma'am are regarded as a sign of respect.
Really?
Yes. Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. If you think about
definitely
cultures in the South, if you think about the military, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I don't know what the equivalent is to show respect.
You don't have to respect me. Take my order.
No. I want to respect you. I want you to feel like you are being treated with respect. Mm-hmm. And I want to be able to use the words, a shorthand version that's indicative of that respect. So we need something. So what would you
But I've also heard from most women, especially over the age of 30, that ma'am is not respectful. Don't call me ma'am.
That's fair. Yeah.
I could hear it with sir for sure.
Yeah.
Sir for sure. But I've never met a woman who likes being called ma'am.
Yes. Well, again, in those subcultures, right, in the South, that it's like they want to be called ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. And
do you do a Southern accent?
Quasi, I guess. And people raised in those environments, that comes second nature to them. So that they wouldn't even think about it. So, what would you think it's just eye contact and you're saying yes, next please?
You in the corner. Mm-hmm.
May I have your order, please?
What can I get for you? And then whoever looks up at you, that's whose order you're taking.
Yeah. And I think it's going to take time, but that does not excuse what the frig is going on in the comment section.
Can I show you this video? I feel so bad for this woman. Yeah. This video has 25.5 million views.
What?
Yeah.
Million?
Yeah. So I'm gonna raise it up.
She, her. Okay. Sorry. It's okay. It's all good. But it was not all good. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like, it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just going to go. Okay. The sweet water starts at... Okay. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. Sorry about that. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know? Thank you. Can you call me sir? Hey, I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir.
Hey, y'all, we're back. Gotta resync the audio, yeah? Mm-hmm. All right, 3, 2, 1. Nice, you clap with me. We don't have to watch the rest of it. You get it.
Oh my gosh.
So, I'm gonna say my thoughts on the video.
Yes.
She is very much 100% showing some Karen qualities. Ooh. She is a little bit behaving a little bit like...
You think it's too extra?
Yeah, a little bit making a big deal. I don't... If you misgendered her and then you apologize, there's no need to involve the manager. There's no need for you to get up and leave. Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I understand getting misgendered isn't fun.
Sure.
But she's making a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in the wrong to be upset or to be hurt, but I think she is dragging it a little bit.
Okay.
But obviously that doesn't justify how people are treating her.
Yeah.
It's like constant harassment. It's harassment.
Awful.
It's awful.
It's awful. I mean, I think you know that it's really problematic for her because she says, every time it happens, she said, it's like a knife to my heart.
And that's true. I don't know why I keep looking over my glasses. If these aren't real, they don't affect my vision. I keep looking at you like that.
The librarian.
It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot.
Has that happened to you?
Always. Almost always. Mm-hmm. It's really weird though. Mm-hmm. I've solved the case. Okay. The 2 behaviors I need to do to not get misgendered by the vast majority, the big public. What is the word I want? The general public. Uh-huh. Don't talk because my voice. Don't wear earrings. I don't know if they've never seen a man with earrings before in their life. Yeah. But every time I wear any kind of earrings, it's a done deal.
Wow. So let me understand something and tell me if this is too personal for the podcast.
Whatever. Oh my God, we're at 53 minutes.
Yeah. What are your pronouns?
They, he, and she.
Right.
So all of them.
So how do you get misgendered?
Yeah, okay.
If you have I'm calling you she, so
Okay.
All right. Break it down.
My problem with being called she by people who don't know me is that means you're seeing me as a girl. Because you don't know me.
I hear you. So it's okay. You accept it and are you just being kind to people in your family?
Me?
Yeah. That call you she.
It's not about being kind.
Would you prefer that it's they or he?
Yes, I would prefer if everyone didn't call me she exclusively. I don't mind she as a pronoun at all. Okay. But when you only call me that, it seems to me, you go by all pronouns. I don't have to change the way I think about you.
Fair.
Because when you come out to someone, that's asking them to change how they think about you. And so, I don't have to change how I think about you at all. Perfect.
I get it.
But I don't know if it's so much kindness as I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Because
it's a lot of work.
Watching that video?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was telling you how bad Instagram Reels has gotten in the recent times. It's just like I told you, you can't get on it for very long without seeing slurs in the comment sections. So
wait, who moderates Instagram? Is there a
shouldn't there be? That's I have a book about this about a novel, a full book about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg and Instagram, because he owns it all now, about how negligent and how little he cares about people and like they've been sued many times and it's been brought to their attention many times the negative impact their social medias have on children, on gay people, on everyone that they don't do anything about because they care more about the money they're making.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. And so what is your idea? How do we force their hand? How do we...
Oh, I have no idea. Okay. I have no idea.
Well, in the comment section, if you have any ideas about
how... I think on...
You do
this is
have
a bad
ideas?
joke. This is a bad joke. I'm not going to say it.
Okay. How we force their hand. How do we create that social responsibility? How do we make... because it becomes extremely unsafe.
Extremely unsafe.
And then, we are in a mental health crisis. Mm-hmm. We already have people teetering, like on a thread of like, my sanity is really fragile right now. To also then be accosted on social media this way.
And you can get accosted for anything. And also that it's also an overreaction from her because in most of these cases, it doesn't seem like they were misgendering her out of spite.
Right. It wasn't malicious.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think her reaction wasn't the best.
Okay.
But these comments are not it. You want to hear some of the comments?
No. I don't think I want... Yeah. We'll do 2 comments. Because I don't want to hear...
They aren't misgendering you. You are misgendering yourself. We shouldn't condone mental health issues. Condone? But not only is being trans not a mental health issue.
Yep.
We shouldn't condone mental health issues. What do you want us to do with them?
Right.
What is it to condone mental health issues? Should we shoot them when we see them?
I don't. Ugh.
How?
No, that's just a yucky. I mean,
what does that mean? We shouldn't condone mental health issues.
Well, what?
We can't stop. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
I don't accept. Oh, you're depressed. I don't. Get away from me.
We don't talk to people who are depressed. I mean, I don't know. See, this is my general challenge with all. This is why, again, I'm not gonna say why every time. This is why I'm not on social media. Mm-hmm. But it's really challenging because when people feel emboldened to say all kinds of cruel, horrific things. Because they're anonymous. There's no way you're going to know who they are. Because Absolutely. They would be a little kinder if you could see their face or if you were in person with them.
Mama, stop shuffling. It's going to pick up on the mic.
Oh, sorry. But with all of this anonymity, people...
Maybe that's the word I wanted earlier.
Oh, okay. People really, really say horrific things.
A comment.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not done.
Yeah, that's it. You want to tell me another
comment I didn't want to laugh at, but I've kind of found it was kind of funny. They said womp womp.
Great. So, wow. Thank you.
We're at an hour and 26.
Okay. Thank you for bringing this to light for us. And
I don't know if I did a good job explaining all of it, the whole thing.
I mean, yes, I think you did a good job. It's not as detailed as the first.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there might be people watching or listening to this who don't understand fully what the whole because we're at a level of like knowing trans people that we understand why this is bad and where the bad parts. And I don't know if I explained fully why she would react like that and why the harassment she's getting is so bad.
Okay, I think we can do that. We'll be talking about trans people more than once. Yeah.
So we can touch on that better. Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, we're leaving? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Is that the end of our show?
Yes. Have a wonderful week. Until next time.
Man.
Yeah.
We gotta bring some more fun stories.
Yeah. We keep... Yeah. These stories...
I mean, the first one was kind of uplifting. It's You can't stop us. I like that.
Yeah. We got rights. Yeah. We're keeping them. We're doing our thing.
We're doing our best.
Yes. We're creating unintended consequences that are positive. Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
But I just feel like last week my story was just so fun. Yeah. This was not fun.
Okay. So we'll mix it up for next week.
You're gonna come with a really fun one?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. This week I'll make sure to be on the lookout for something really fun.
Like crazy fun.
Crazy fun. All right. See you next time.
Thank you for listening, viewing, watching, whatever you did. Thank you so much for tuning in to the PC podcast. We'll see you next week. And remember, everybody, to keep it PC.
Keep it PC.
We said that last time. I think it sticks. I think it sticks. I think it works.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.